but we as a continent have now defined ourselves.
Hit it. Welcome to TOS TV, your digital first Pan-African news network. I am Ruo Penal, and this is TOS National News. Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom has said the President Muhammadu Buhari has not done well for Nigerians in terms of security. He appealed to the President to push for a review of the ECOWAS protocol for movement of persons, goods, and services in the sub-region. Ortom made the call at a media briefing in Abuja on Thursday. The governor noted that foreign herders were taking undue advantage of the protocol to fuel insecurity in Nigeria. The governor said if a state of emergency is not declared in the country, we may wake up one day and discover we no longer have a country. The president has not done well in the area of security. In neighboring countries like Ghana and Benin, people are properly profiled before they are allowed into the country. People coming into Nigeria have to be properly profiled before they are allowed in. It is there in the ECOWAS protocol. I have studied it. I have my lawyers to also study it. Most of the herdsmen killing our people are not even Nigerians. Even the president himself said this during his visit to the United Arab Emirates. As the herdsmen crisis in parts of the state worsens, the Ogun State government calls on qualified individuals interested in joining the Ogun State Security Network, also known as the Amosekun Course, to submit their applications. The government made this known in a statement on Thursday while urging local vigilantes, hunters, and ex-servicemen to join the Amosekun Course. It also noted that available positions include field operatives, inspector of corps, assistant superintendent of corps, superintendent of corps, and assistant commander of corps. The government said application closes on Friday, February 19, 2021, and advised interested applicants to apply on the job portal. The overwhelming insecurity in the region has forced the 6 governors of the Southwest to inaugurate the Western Nigeria Security Network, codenamed Amotekun, to tackle peculiar security threats in the region. The Amotekun Course had also got the constitutional backing of the 6 state assemblies in the region. On the persistent strike by the different unions of universities in Nigeria, the federal government has threatened to stop the salaries of non-teaching workers of universities for embarking on an indefinite strike. Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Christine Gige, noted that Section 43 of the Trade Dispute Act 2004 and the International Labour Organization ILO statutes permit the government to stop the salaries of workers when they are on strike. He warned the government would not hesitate, to invoke the laws if the unions fail to observe the rules guiding social dialogue. Ngige said that the ongoing strike by the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, SSANU, and the Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities and Allied Institutions, NASU, contravene Nigeria's labor laws and the statutes of ILO. He said this in his opening remarks during a social dialogue between the unions and the federal government on Thursday. You are watching national news on your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS TV. Do stay with us for more stories after the break. Welcome back. With the commissioning of yet another solar hybrid power plant by the federal government in one of its universities, Nigeria's energy transition plan to renewables is on course, and this is in line with the globally endorsed climate change agenda and the Buhari administration's effort to connect more communities to off-grid power and reliable energy sources, according to Vice President Yemi Osibanjo. Osibanjo stated this on Thursday in a message delivered virtually at the commissioning of a 1.12 MW captive solar hybrid power plant at the Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, Bauchi. Indeed, Nigeria intends to have 30% of its electricity supply from renewables by the year 2030. Our future workforce therefore needs to be ready for this energy transition. These training centers constitute a critical additional benefit of this project, Osibanjo said. The Lagos state government, through its newly constituted Traffic Management Enforcement Team to resolve Apapa gridlocks and the Nigerian Port Authority Security Team, has identified 7 parks as holding bay for trucks around the metropolis. This is as they set out to put an end to the indiscriminate parking of trucks and trailers across the bridges and major roads which obstruct the free flow of traffic and cause environmental hazard. According to a statement signed by the Assistant Director of Public Affairs of Lagos State Ministry of Transportation, Bolanle Ogunlola, in Lagos on Thursday, this disclosure was made by the chairman of the state team, Oluwatoyin Fayinka. He said that both committees are set to collaborate on the issue occasioned by loading trucks and trailers at the port, which had extended to major parts of Lagos. Fayinka also said that the team had been able to design a roadmap and the strategy to be adopted in tackling the issue. Scarcity of petroleum products may hit residents of Kwara State as from this weekend, as the state chapter of Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, and its members will from today suspend sale of fuel and petroleum products to members of the public in the state. The association said its action is informed by the recent unfriendly policy of the Pipelines and Product Marketing Company, PPMC. Chairman of IPMAN in the state, Alhaji Abdulateef Kamaja, while addressing a press conference in Ilorin Thursday, said stakeholders were not duly consulted before rolling out the NNPC recent e-payment policy tagged customers express payments that directs marketers to provide some other prerequisites like bulk purchase agreement renewal, BPA. The procurement involves high costs and a lot of bureaucratic bottlenecks. Alhaji therefore urged the PPMC to rescind the decision, noting that if it is as sudden as the marketers were not consulted. The resurfacing of the avian influenza virus, otherwise known as bird flu in Plateau State, has left poultry farmers counting their losses as the virus spreads across poultry farms in Plateau State. Arewa Voice counted 5 farms in the state which have been hit by the outbreak, with owners claiming they have lost thousands of birds in the process. Battling with the cost of maintaining their farms amidst the economic downturn occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic, poultry farmers said they are being threatened with the presence of the highly virulent strain of the disease. To curtail the spread, rigorous sensitization is presently being carried out for farmers to step up the biosecurity measures in their farms, even as appeal is being made for them to secure and insure their farms. On COVID-19 updates, 938 new confirmed cases and 8 deaths were recorded in Nigeria on Thursday, February 11th. To date, 143,516 cases have been confirmed, 118,012 cases have been discharged, and 1,710 deaths have been recorded in 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The 938 new cases are reported from 20 states. You are watching TOS National News on your digital First Pan-African News Network, TOS TV. Still ahead, business and sports. Do stay tuned. Thanks for staying tuned in business. The Securities and Exchange Commission says it has suspended the approval of cryptocurrency and related products after the Central Bank of Nigeria ordered banks to terminate accounts connected to digital currencies. In a statement on Friday, SEC, which had earlier signaled its readiness to accept Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as securities, said it would no longer do so until such products are able to operate bank accounts within the Nigerian banking system effectively, aligning with the CBN order. The statement followed the central bank banning of cryptocurrency-related transactions over a suspicion that digital currencies are being used for money laundering and terrorism. It, however, added that the planned implementation of the SEC regulatory incubation guidelines for fintech firms who intend to introduce innovative models for offering capital market products and services will continue. The local aviation sector of Nigeria has declared at least 70% drop in ticket sales for the year 2020 on account of the coronavirus pandemic that ravaged the world. The rough estimate was measured with figures in 2019 when the industry pulled $1 billion from international travel sales. President of the National Association of Nigerian Travel Agencies, NANTA, Susan Akporiaye, said the grand losses summed up the turbulent year that aviation had and the plight of travel agencies in the country. Similarly, members of the association had bemoaned the current difficulties in assessing forex to meet mandatory obligations with the International Air Transport Association, IATA. They said over 300 members, risk delisting without the release of forex to pay annual dues. The coronavirus pandemic started biting at the turn of 2020 first quarter, which literally concluded air travel sales for the year. She said no sales were recorded during the lockdown of second and third quarters of 2020 and only very little in the last quarter, whose actual figures were yet to be calculated. Muhammadu Buhari has approved the establishment of a company, Infracro, saddled with the responsibility of tackling the nation's infrastructure deficit. The senior special assistant to the Vice President on Media and Publicity, Laolu Akonde, disclosed this in a statement on Friday titled, President Buhari approves formation of trillionaire company to address infrastructure deficit. Akonde said the company would take off with an initial seed capital of 1 trillion naira, which will come from the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, and the Africa Finance Corporation. To address Nigeria's infrastructure deficit, Akonde said the present regime would constitute to explore innovative options, including through financing initiatives. And in sports, La Liga on Wednesday celebrated its 92nd year, with the league body hoping to attract more fans to support clubs across Nigeria. Speaking at an interactive session between La Liga Nigeria and journalists on Thursday, delegate La Liga Global Network, Ghana and Nigeria, Desmond Chiji, said the league is bringing in more innovations with the English Premier League, which has large fan base in the country. We are planning for Nigeria in the coming months. As you can see from the last season till this season, our audience has continued to grow exponentially, and we are doing a lot of things to make sure that we bridge that gap that the Premier League has over La Liga. He also added that La Liga hopes to continue with the NPFL La Liga Under-15 tournament in the country once the coronavirus pandemic reduces. And that is the national news on your digital first Pan-African news network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like TOS TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS TV Network. I am Ruel Pinao. Bye for now.